you need to be able to manage yourself. You need to manage your state. I think if you forget everything, then you must be stressing about something. Whether you're giving yourself too much pressure or other people giving you pressure, then that's probably when you sort of freeze and you forget. So if I break it down, if I have a written speech, I at least know it off by heart, back to front, sideways, upside down, whatever, I know it. And I know my opening lines. So if I know my opening lines and I can say those opening lines, then everything should come out naturally afterwards. So at least remember your opening lines. Say it even just before you walk on stage, that's fine. I know my signposts, like I know that I want to convey these messages at these times. Okay, so I don't remember the words, but at least I remember those points. And again, so that's easier to remember as well. And then lastly, you just have to keep yourself calm, whatever way works for you. Whether it's standing at the back meditating, whether it's talking to somebody, having somebody make fun of you, joking around, whether it's creating a visual anchor in your mind so that you can fire that anchor before you go on stage. You just have to find what works for you. And you know, if you freeze up and it happened once, then you know, you live with it and you work out how to deal with it next time. What works for me doesn't necessarily work for Mr. A, Mr. B or Mrs. C. And it's important to find your own way. Impromptu speaking brings a different type of energy and naturalness to the speech. So when you're impromptu speaking in table topics or whatever, you can see it comes out very natural, and people are very natural on stage because they're not thinking too much. It's just whatever comes through their heart, their mind comes out. But then if you need them to replicate that in future, then it's going to be much harder, which is why you then have to write it. So they're just both different styles. You can impromptu a 5 to 7 minute speech, which is fine. To be able to do that every single time might be hard.